What is good, people? Welcome back to another video on 8 Count, the second video today. I've just uploaded my UFC 279 picks. If that's something you might be interested in, be sure to go check that out. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you my prediction for Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, which is going down on Saturday night here in the UK. An absolutely huge fight in just the boxing scene in general, let alone the women's boxing scene. I'm so excited for this fight. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my pick. As always, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment down below, letting me know who you are going to be rooting for and who you think is going to win. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. I try to upload a video weekly most of the time, either covering something in MMA or boxing. And let's get straight into it, guys. I've got the tail of the tape up here, basically. Claressa Shields, 12-0. Savannah Marshall, 12-0. Someone's always got to go. I think this is an intriguing fight. I think, the backstory of how, Savannah beat her in the amateurs, but, Claressa Shields went on to have that amazing amateur run, picking up the gold medal at the Olympics. And, I think it's such an intriguing fight in terms of different styles and, the way Shields has kind of chased this fight, it makes it so much bigger. I think the fact it's going down in the UK is absolutely huge. I think the UK is definitely leading the way for women's boxing, in my opinion. It's a huge fight, and it's a hard one to pick. In terms of, I guess you could say, the tail of the tape, Savannah is the older by 4 years. She's got a huge height advantage, and I'm pretty sure her reach advantage is going to be pretty significant as well. I'm not sure what her actual reach is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere around 74 inches if I was to guess, just looking from her fights. She seems to have a huge wingspan. I feel like this fight is actually going to be really reliant on who can dictate the range. So in my opinion, like I said, huge fight. Going into it, I think my early bias are probably towards Savannah Marshall, but the more and more I think of it, Claressa Shields keeps creeping into my mind. In terms of Savannah Marshall, I mean, what do you need to know about her? I think if you look at her form, it's KO, 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 whereas we got all unanimous decisions on the side of Claressa Shields leading up into this fight in their last four. Yeah, I think it's interesting because I don't think Shields has got the power to really hurt Savannah Marshall and give her problems. But I think her boxing ability definitely can. However, I feel like the fact that Savannah is so good at using her reach and, really keeping people at bay with her jab and setting them up for the right hand makes her so dangerous. Claressa Shields is going to have to be very smart in this fight. I don't think she's going to be able to, take her eye off the ball for 1 second, because I think if she does, she could be in big trouble. Coming into the fight, like I said, I think Savannah was my early pick. I feel like she's just got the power to really hurt anybody in the division. And I don't think, that Claressa Shields, despite having really good defense, I do think she gets hit, especially sometimes when she's a bit too eager. So I could see that happening, her maybe potentially losing her cool and maybe go chasing Savannah and, ending up on, one of the end of a big right hand from Savannah, and she maybe hits the canvas. But the one thing I just don't think you can question in this fight is the will to win and, the want to be great from Claressa Shields. For me, I'm a big fan of her. Haven't seen all too much of her on the boxing side. I've seen a few fights, especially when they're televised over here in the UK. But from what you can see on YouTube, she's got a very, easy style to watch, despite not having the most impressive knockout ratio, I guess you could say. But what draws me to her is her want to be great. The fact that she went over to the PFL and competed in MMA, obviously not against the highest level of opponents, but considering she's only got one base in martial arts, which is her boxing, it was extremely brave. She picked up a win and a loss, which was unfortunate for her, but I think it just shows how much heart she's had. She was put in really tough positions and she never gave up. And I think that's what's going to make this fight extremely hard for Savannah Marshall. I think no matter what she does, Shields isn't going to give up. She's going to keep on coming. I find it hard to pick against Shields because of that. you know, she got so much dog in her, and I just feel like she may want this more than Savannah Marshall. And in that case, you know, I think if someone wants it more, they usually end up getting it. You know, she's obviously very talented. In my opinion, I do think Savannah is the better offensive fighter. I think defensively, we haven't had to see too much from Savannah Marshall. You know, her offensive sort of firepower gives her, you know, her route to victory in most fights. I think a lot of people are afraid of her power. And I just don't think Shields is that sort of girl. I think she's going to come forward. She's going to apply the pressure. And I think she's going to get caught, unfortunately. I'm a big fan of both of them. But I just feel like she's going to get rocked a couple times in this fight. I'm not sure if Savannah will finish her. But I think she'll have some big moments. And if it does go to the scorecards, I think they will show up on scorecards. I think Savannah's ability to probably hold the center of the ring is probably going to give her a lot of advantages in this fight as well. I think Claressa is going to want to be aggressive, and it's going to be a real battle of who can control the center of the ring and apply more pressure. Obviously, only 2-minute rounds. I think that's huge because, you know, whoever's going to have the most output is most likely going to win the rounds. I think it's such an intriguing matchup. I don't think enough is being made of it. It's a huge fight. I cannot wait for it. Be sure to let me know who you think is going to win in the comments down below. My official prediction, I'm going to go with a Savannah Marshall decision here. Kind of goes against what you kind of think. I think most people probably think if it goes to decision, Shields has a really good chance. I do think the fact that it's in the UK, you know, I do feel like boxing is corrupt in that sense where, you know, going to the scorecards is never fun. No, I think a lot of people are upset with the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight. I remember I did my video on that, and someone was unhappy with me in the comments when because I felt that Katie Taylor won it just off my first watch. Yeah, I think Savannah Marshall gets it done on a decision, despite her being the the KO threat, and you know Shields having the history of the decision victories. I think she repeats what she did in the amateurs, and I think she gets another win. I'm going to go with Savannah Marshall, but probably, you know, by around 2 rounds. What is it, a 12-round fight? Or is it a 10-round fight? I think it's probably going to be a 10-round fight, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably give it to Savannah Marshall by probably 2 or 3 rounds is what we'll end up seeing. I think the fight might even be, you know, super close, potentially a split decision. But I don't see it probably going that way. I do think with the judges being in the UK, it's probably going to favour her. I think she beats Shields. But it's going to be a super fun fight. Be sure to let me know who you think is going to win in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I know it's a bit of a short one. I know that Michaela Myers fighting on the card as well. It's a really big card for boxing and for women's boxing in particular. Be sure to support it because I think, you know, women's boxing has come a long way, just like women's MMA has, and it's becoming something which is on par with men's, you know, combat sport, in my opinion. Especially in the MMA side, I think the women's boxing game now has really caught up to it. I think it took them a while, but now it's getting there, and I cannot wait. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I'll probably be doing my reaction to this fight next Monday, along with my reaction to UFC 279. Hopefully I predicted it right, but I'm not really too bothered. Whoever wins, whoever's the better fighter on the night, I hope gets the job done. And I'll see you on Monday. Peace out.